So if you think back to the readings we did early in the class about creating headline style titles, that is really, really great and helpful for your users. But sometimes if we're applying a lot of different filters, then the headlines may not apply so well. For example, let's navigate back to the room usage by time. We see that right now we have all academic years showing and all months showing. And so we can look at, let's look at the reservations by month visual. If we, and maybe you said September is the busiest month in the library, but maybe we only wanted to look at spring months. We wouldn't want to use that headline style title that says September is the busiest month in the library because we're not even showing September here. So a way to still highlight some of the key points for your viewers is to create a story. And creating stories is very easy. So what you would do is down here in the bottom pane, there is a little tiny icon that looks like a book with a plus sign that says new story. Let's go ahead and create a new story about, let's call it usage by time, whatever you want to call it. And so you see the only things we have available that we can look at are the dashboards we created. And we're going to see if we can identify key insights about our usage by time. So we're going to pull in that room usage by time dashboard. And so it looks just like it did in our dashboard, except now we have an option to add a caption. So now we could add a caption that says across all 12 months or across all academic years of September is the busiest month. So there's one caption. You can add other captions in. You can add other captions in by going over here to the left under story, select blank, or you can duplicate what you already have and then just change the words around. I'm just going to add a blank one. Maybe I want it to be another thing about room usage over time. And maybe I'm going to say, what is this? 2 p.m. 2 p.m. tends to be the busiest time of day for reservations across all years and months. Something like that. I'd have to think a little more carefully about what kind of captions I wanted to include to make sure that I was saying things that were accurate. So let's see. You can increase the size. If you increase the length, it kind of pushes everything else down off the screen a little bit. So I'm going to decrease the length, and let's see if we can increase the width. That's nice. And then if you had a lot of insights you wanted to share, then you could just continue to add new story points. And then we could create another story about preferences. And then just do the same thing. Just drag over room preferences. Add in whatever captions you think might be most interesting. Standard rooms are the most popular choice for students. maybe I also want to say, gotta get that back in there. Every time you add a new caption, it seems like you have to re-add the dashboard. Maybe we also say, just over 1/3 of the reservations placed are not filled. Students are no-shows. I might have to fine-tune the wording of that a little better. And part of that is below the view, so I would want to expand this. I haven't used stories a lot, so you can see my skills are a little weaker with setting up and formatting, but it definitely can be a nice option for your viewers.